Welcome back to Aurora S. English Podcast, a gentle space for calm minds in a noisy world. We are often told that success must be loud, that if no one hears you, sees you, or applauds you, you must be falling behind. But what if the quiet life isn't a small life at all? What if a quiet life is a powerful life, just not the kind of power everyone understands? Let's talk about that. A quiet life doesn't mean you gave up on your dreams. It means you stopped explaining yourself to people who never listened. Quiet people don't compete loudly. They build quietly, while others are busy proving quiet people are becoming. Think about it. The loudest person in the room is often the one with the most to prove, the one seeking external validation. They need the applause, the likes, the recognition to feel worthy. But quiet power is different. It's an internal validation. It's the deep satisfaction of knowing you are growing, learning, and creating, even if no one is watching. It's the strength you build in the silent hours when you're mastering a skill, reading a book, or simply getting to know yourself better. While the world is caught up in the performance of success, you are busy with the practice of it. This isn't about hiding. It's about focusing. It's about channeling your energy into what truly matters instead of wasting it on seeking approval. You learn that your progress is your own, and it doesn't need an audience to be real. The quiet life gives you something incredibly precious: clarity. When you step away from the constant noise of opinions, trends, and expectations, you can finally hear your own voice. You start to understand what you truly want, not what the world tells you you should want. This clarity is a superpower. It allows you to make decisions that are aligned with your deepest values. You no longer chase after shiny objects or follow paths that aren't meant for you. Instead, you create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling from the inside out. In the quiet, you find your own compass, and when you have that, you don't need anyone else to show you the way. You learn to trust your intuition and your own judgment. This self-trust is the foundation of true confidence, a confidence that doesn't need to be loud because it is so deeply rooted. Quiet people don't argue much, not because they are weak, but because they already know how the story ends. Sometimes the most powerful response is silence. And sometimes leaving the room is the smartest decision you'll ever make. Have you ever been in an argument where you realize the other person isn't interested in understanding, only in being right? In those moments, engaging further is like pouring your energy into a black hole. Quiet people understand this. They value their peace of mind more than they value winning a pointless debate. They choose to conserve their energy for battles that actually matter. Silence can be more powerful than any word. It communicates that you will not participate in negativity. It sets a boundary. Leaving the room, whether physically or metaphorically, is an act of respect. It's you telling yourself, my peace is more important than this drama. This isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's knowing which doors to close to keep your inner world calm and secure. It's choosing peace over being right. Choosing a quiet life is also about curating your connections. It's about quality over quantity. You may have a smaller circle of friends, but those relationships are deep, meaningful, and genuine. You don't have time for superficial connections or energy-draining interactions. You invest in people who see you, understand you, and support your peace. These are the relationships that truly nourish your soul. In a quiet life, you become a keen observer. You listen more than you speak. You notice the small details, the unspoken emotions, the subtle shifts in energy. This makes you incredibly empathetic and insightful. You understand people on a deeper level, not just by what they say, but by who they are. This ability to truly connect with others in a quiet and authentic way is another form of hidden power. You become a safe harbor for the people you care about, a calm presence in their stormy lives. Let's talk about creativity. Many of the world's most brilliant artists, writers, and thinkers were people who cherished their solitude. Quiet is the soil where great ideas grow. When you give yourself space away from the constant input of the world, your mind is free to wander, to connect disparate thoughts, and to create something new. The quiet life is a creative life. It's where you can hear the whispers of your own imagination. You're not just consuming content, you are creating it. Whether it's through writing, painting, gardening, or coding, you are bringing something new into the world. This creative process is deeply fulfilling. It's a conversation between you and your soul, and the masterpiece you're creating isn't just a project. It's your life itself, crafted with intention, care, and quiet focus. You learn that inspiration doesn't always shout. Sometimes it arrives in the quietest moments, when you're patient enough to listen. There's a misconception that a quiet life is a boring life. Nothing could be further from the truth. A quiet life is filled with rich internal adventures. It's the joy of finishing a difficult book, the thrill of seeing a garden you planted begin to bloom, the peace of a walk in nature, the satisfaction of solving a complex problem. These are not loud, flashy moments, but they are deeply and profoundly joyful. The happiness of a quiet life is sustainable. It doesn't depend on external events or other people's approval. It comes from within. It's a gentle, steady flame rather than a firework that explodes and then disappears. This kind of happiness makes you resilient. When life gets tough, you have a deep well of inner peace and contentment to draw from. You are not easily shaken by the ups and downs of the external world because your foundation is solid and built on things that truly last. Embracing a quiet life is a journey, not a destination. There will be times when you feel the pressure to be louder, to do more, to be seen. You might even question your own path and wonder if you're missing out. This is normal. The world is very good at making us feel like we're not enough. In those moments, gently remind yourself of your why. Why did you choose this path? Remember the peace it brings you, the clarity it offers, the deep connections it allows you to build. Come back to your center. Take a deep breath. The noise of the world will always be there, but you can choose not to let it inside. You can choose to be the calm center of your own universe. You are the guardian of your own peace. Protect it fiercely, but gently. Your quiet life is a radical act of self-love in a world that constantly demands you to be something else. It is your sanctuary. A quiet life may never make you famous, but it can make you calm, clear, and deeply free, and maybe fit. That is the kind of success that truly lasts. So if your life feels quieter lately, don't rush to fill the silence. You might be building something powerful. Thank you for listening. This is Aurora's English podcast.